Well, what a battle that first quarter-final was, and definitely one to remember. Well, now we have the second quarter-final of the bottom half of this draw, and it's Hedorov in Azerbaijan in the white and Cioglu representing Turkey in the blue. Well, I wonder if this will go on as an epic, like we've just seen. Well, it definitely kept everybody on the edge of their seat. And like I said before, what a crowd pleaser that this man is, Ungavari. And a well-deserving a position on the podium. Well, Hedorov there hunting down Aniwaza. He digs in deep, he's working off the belt. Needs to try and tidy up and control the head of his opponent, and didn't manage to do that. So a lot of effort and very little to show. Cioglu looking quite busy, but 2.5 minutes remaining in this contest. And still a lot of work, a long way to go. Temiwaza from Cioglu. Cioglu looking for the Ouchigari-Uchimata combination there. Hedorov, very unorthodox gripping style. Hedorov looking for that Osotogari, quite high over the top, and there's a counter from Cioglu, taking his opponent back now, puts himself on the scoreboard with a Wazari. Hedorov with it all to do now. Well, I'm not quite sure what they're looking for right now, but nothing that will change the scoreboard anyway. Just under a minute remaining in this contest. One Wazari on the board for Cioglu, and Hedorov battles away, but beautiful technique there, and that's got to be... It's got to be a score. But possibly from the Niwaza, that's why they haven't taken that one on board. So Hedorov again rotating his opponent over, and that's most probably very similar to what they did before. It was from a Niwaza turnover, but he thought he got enough leverage, and so Shido goes to Cioglu. He touched below the belt. Hedorov comes up high. He's piled on the pressure now, Hedorov, and Well, that is what you expect because he is trailing with a Wazari, so he's got a lot to do with very little time to do it in. And frustrated he is becoming. And that's always been the problem with Hedorov. He really does get very emotional, and sometimes his head overrules. His emotions overrule his thought process. And it all goes horribly wrong, as you can see. Well, although you feel for the athletes when they lose out and a chance in the semi-final, there's no doubt about it. There was a score on the mat, on the board, and that was Cioglu that took the full advantage of this place in the semi-final. And he'll be up against a little bit later on with Shadadishvili of Georgia, which will be a very interesting match if the Georgian can get his breath back after the marathon match that he had against Ungavari of Hungary.
Representing Turkey, Çiloğlu goes to the semi-final.